There's a new book coming out in October. It's about the Patriots. And I'll plug the book. It's called It's Better to Be Feared. It's written by Sam Wickersham, a writer at ESPN. Book comes out October 12th. And since this book was announced, all kinds of details have leaked. One of them was this. Apparently, Tom Brady wanted to play for the San Francisco 49ers. The year he left New England, he was a free agent, could go anywhere he wanted. And by the way, he's from the Bay Area. He wanted to play for his favorite team he was a fan of as a child. And he's also friends with Wes Welker, his former receiver, who now is a coach for the 49ers. He told Wes Welker, hey, I want to play in San Francisco. And Wes passed the message on. The 49ers watched the film, and their coaching staff decided that Tom Brady was only slightly better than their current starting quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. I understand how you end up at that conclusion because Jimmy G had played well, and you're biased because you're hoping that the guy you're paying a ton of money, Jimmy Garoppolo, is going to get a little bit better. So I think you overvalue Jimmy G a little bit. Then you look at Tom Brady. N'Keal Harry's playing horrible. The offensive line is not very good. Running game isn't great. You look at what Tom Brady did that last year, and you say in New England, and you say, well, he needs help, and you undervalue Tom Brady a little bit. And when you overvalue Jimmy G, you undervalue Tom Brady. That's where the gap ends up, and you end up very wrong, where you think that Tom Brady is comparable to Jimmy Garoppolo, which he's not. And that's all we know for sure, was that the 49ers decided we're not going to pursue Tom Brady. We're going to stick with Jimmy Garoppolo. But here's my theory. Because remember, Tom Brady gave a quote earlier this offseason where he said he found out one team didn't want him. And I think he literally said that one team was hot early in the process and then they suddenly were no longer interested, which sounds a lot like what we know definitively, at least we've heard the book claim happened with the 49ers. And Brady gave a quote. He said, when he found out that one team didn't want him, he said, "You're sticking with that MFer? Mother effer," is what he said. "You're sticking with that guy?" And not only was it wrong because Tom Brady is better than Jimmy Garoppolo by a lot, but also that MFer, he's like, Jimmy Garoppolo? Again? Remember, the Patriots tried replacing Tom Brady with Jimmy Garoppolo. Tom Brady didn't like it. He was offended, I'm pretty sure. He definitely was slighted and uses it as motivation to this day. So they have history, Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo. Remember, it's kind of like you're interested in dating somebody, and the person you like ends up dating your childhood bully. And you're like, that's my nemesis. What the heck? I hate that guy. And now he's dating someone I want to be with? Now, it worked out better for the 49ers in the end. They got Trey Lance, their talented quarterback of the future. But it's just funny because that quote, when Tom Brady said, "You're sticking with that MFer," it was more than just him saying, "I'm better than that guy." I actually thought it might be Mitchell Trubisky at the time or somebody like that. Well, a lot of people thought it was Derek Carr, which I never thought it was Derek Carr. But now I'm almost convinced. It's not 100% fact, but I fully believe that he was talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. And he wasn't just saying, "I'm better than Jimmy Garoppolo." He's saying, like, this guy again? First Belichick and now Kyle Shanahan. They want Jimmy Garoppolo instead of me. Like, he probably was offended. He's like, okay, all right, I'll show you. Not that Tom Brady needs any more motivation than he already has, but certainly this thorn in his side, Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, Tom Brady's kryptonite, apparently, coming back to haunt him once again with the 49ers.